Bowl 51 back in 2017. We are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Lance now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, this one swung out to Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Lance to throw it. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Throwing now is Lance. Flush to his right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DJ Chark. His third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40, 20, 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Texans. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Niners. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now a play fake. Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. A 30-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Able to slither by.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Watson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that.
And the ball is knocked out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Palmer. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Texans 7.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson on the move to his left. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A huge play there for Houston. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Texans 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. And now Watson throws another interception.
It's sad they
Picked
pay
up
me.
by
I do this
Julian
for free.
Blackmon. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gano for the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To the air yet again, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd down and goal. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Texans 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A gain of 14. And the 49er 1st down.
Lance now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
San Francisco.
They give it to Williams, running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi-tap.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
31, Texans 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. Touchdown! Brevin Jordan, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Texans 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. defense's throw there into the hands of Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From midfield, here's Lance. Flushed out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Gano out to kick this one away. He was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Lance going to throw. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Third and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And across the chalk into the end zone is a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Texans 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson being chased out left. And he's got the hook up here to Caldwell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Watson off play action. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 25. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. But with the points that we've seen Neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Chark. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. On 2nd down now, it's Williams, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
San Francisco.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 27 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Niners 45, Texans 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Good catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what it is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. They go back to Palmer. This one's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Texans 34. Miami's Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Rolling to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are right back in this football game. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Watson. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Watson, hold in here, Caldwell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Palmer. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Off of play action, it's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 20. Williams. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Lance. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Lance. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Texans are right back in this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Watson. He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back a bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. To throw, Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Palmer. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Watson to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Palmer. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion.
Here's Watson.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They run it again with Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
47 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Lance to throw it.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
First and goal, San Francisco.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.